episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. Live Feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. For all your digital resources, check out travelingtechteacher.com. Also brought to you by thebullyexposed.com, a 501c3 nonprofit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying. So let them help you. All right. Thank you, everyone, joining us. Today's topic, copy strike down. So one of our videos, which I will show you in a minute, got a copy strike on it. And it was because you remember one of our great followers wanted me to rap a small version. SK's in the house. Thank you for joining us, SK. She wanted me to rap a short version of the song from Hamilton, Not Gonna Miss My Shot, I think the name of it is. So I rapped a version of that, and I played a portion, literally a short version of the song, and we got copy strike. I really cannot believe that. How you doing, SK? Thank you for joining us again. Awesome, 2 days in a row. Appreciate that. Show me some love, guys. Smash that heart. Whether you're watching this live or recorded version, smash that heart. Show some love. And you know, give me a second here, and I'll find. So, because of something called the Fair Use Act, I don't know when it was created, but the Fair Use Act reads. The Fair Use Act is a doctrine in the United States copyright law that allows limited use of copyrighted material without requesting permission from the rights holders, such as for commentary, criticism, news, reporting, researching, teaching, and scholarships. Okay. I'm commentating here. Okay? I'm commentating here. I'm criticizing on some of my videos. I don't know if it can be defined as giving news, but I'm also reporting to you guys as well. And so that means Instagram, I'm talking to Instagram because they're the ones that copy strike me, that I can use this, I can use the Fair Use Act to allow me to play short clips of things and not get copy strike. And I wish that Instagram would do more than just, hey, one of your videos was copyright. I think it should be a little more than you can dispute it, and I think it should be a little more than that. And and silly me, on the dispute, I did not put the Fair Use Act. I forgot to look it up, so that's why I thought I would do a show on that. So, if you liked that episode, well, I didn't show you guys the episode, so let me show you real quick, guys, what the episode is, and it's this one here. If you guys remember the benefits of capsaicin, sorry, and it's the item found in hot peppers that makes it hot. SK, you were in this video because when I was listening to it, I was reading, I heard myself repeat a lot of the things you were saying right there. And it's, you know, I don't get these people. I don't understand. It's like, unless you got like 1 billion followers, whenever you do videos like this, you always get copy strike. And you know, guys like Cutie Pie and all the other ones out there, PewDiePie, excuse me, they don't get copy strike when they do these kinds of things, and they use a larger part of the video. They use they almost use the whole video, but they're commentating in between. Me, I just took out these small little parts to make my point, and I'm always getting copy strike. I don't know if you remember, SK, when I first started these episodes, we used to do I was getting a lot of these videos of kids getting beat up by bullies, um, and I would show them the videos and then commentate on them and explain what I would have done as a kid in that situation. Not putting those kids down, of course, because it's not their fault, but I. I would commentate on them, and we would always get copy strikes. So I stopped doing that. Let's see, SK. Whoa, they got some good news here. Did you know today that 1 year ago George Floyd was killed? Yeah, and that's amazing that it was a year ago. And there was another gentleman killed. I wasn't there. And I can't believe, stupid me, this is how ignorant I am. I honestly thought that George Floyd would be the last person. Let me turn off my computer here, guys. Give me a second. Would be the last person killed by police officers, but I guess I'm ridiculous for thinking that. It's really horrible. It's really horrible that this is continuing to go on. Yeah, one more other person killed. So the benefits, I'm sorry, I think I went on to another tangent here. So capsaicin is an item in peppers that makes it hot. It also helps you. Connie NMC, thank you for joining the house. It's also the thing that helps you to lose weight when it comes to eating foods that are hot. I think I told you that the capsaicin acts as a what is it called? Oh man, I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry. It'll come to me, guys. It'll come to me. So eating hot food is very good for you. So let's see. SK says when, and then Eric Garner in New York in 2014 was killed. Yes, I remember that. I honestly thought that George Floyd would be the last one, and shame on me. But I'm just hoping and still that man will do the right thing, and they will take the three other cops and put them in jail as well, and put these cops in jail as well. They need to do that. They need to do that as well. So this video is, I still have it on YouTube. So those of you that follow us on YouTube, you can check it out on YouTube if you want to learn the benefits of capsaicin. Also, I'm going to take that YouTube video down, not permanently, just download it so I can chop it and get rid of all the parts that we're talking about that are copyrighted, and then I'm going to upload it back to YouTube, to Instagram, excuse me, as well. So don't worry, guys, it'll still be up there if you haven't checked it out on Instagram. What they should do is put a black and white cop in a car. That was the first live feed I was ever in. Really? Wow, that's pretty interesting. OMERU, thank you for joining the show. Wow, that's interesting. Was that your first one? That is interesting. Then there's more reason why I need to get it back on YouTube, Instagram, as soon as I can. So I will definitely do that as soon as I get time. I'm very busy right now with different projects. Definitely we'll be putting that up, being that it was your first one. Hood Rich X Boy, thank you for joining the house. Haven't seen that name in a long time. How you doing? How's your parents doing? We were talking about Floyd. I hope that the other cops get what they have coming to them, and that these cops in this new killing also, I hope that they get what they have coming to them too, because that it, You can't police. If there's any police, I have a few police officers that follow me. You can't be shooting people when they're running away. In the back of the head, no doubt. I mean, you know, I understand if you have a serial killer, you can't let him get away, right? And he's running away. Aim for the legs, guys. Why do you have to end? Why do you have to go for the death shot? You know, I have no other words to describe it. The kill shot, whatever it's called. You know, right on the in the head. Jesus, you know, I don't understand people. So let's see. SK says, why do some people join and then leave? I don't know. I don't know. That's a very good point. But I'm just happy that they stopped by. That's my thing. Sometimes too, I think it shows that you leave. So maybe it's not showing them on, but they're actually there. That's why, you know, people used to always ask me when I first did the show, why, you know, you do the show whether there's no one there. You know, I see some other Instagrammers do shows and they say, well, I'm gonna wait for some people to come in. I'm gonna wait for people to come in. I don't do my show like that. I do my show, okay, and if you miss something, then come in on and watch the replay once it goes on YouTube. That's the way I look at it. And I guess that someone asked me why I did that, and I told them I guess it stems from from my film work. I don't when I do a film, right? When I interview somebody, it's never live. You know, I don't think I've ever interviewed anyone live. It's always you interview them, then you piece it together in the studio, and then you put the video out. So all my life I've been like that. So even though I'm doing this live, I'm really structuring it for later, because it's going to be on YouTube forever, right? For long past when I'm gone, it's going to be on YouTube, you know, Instagram and YouTube. So I'm thinking of that point. I'm not thinking of the now. You know, I guess you can say I kind of think of both. I think of the now in terms of reading what you guys say, right, and answering your guys' questions. So in that aspect, I do think of the now. But when it comes to the overall aspect of this episode, I think of the future of when it's going to be on YouTube forever and ever. And, you know, I don't know how long. I guess as long as civilization's going, we're going to always have Instagram and YouTube from the rest of our lives on now, right? Just like when television first came on the air, there was never a time when, okay, it's time to wrap up television. It had a good run, right? Let's stop right now. That didn't happen. TV is going on, and even though it's evolving, and I think more people are watching less TV now because you can watch TV when you want. I know I'm too busy. I know that I am way too busy. That's why I can't keep up with sports, because I'm way too busy to know that, okay, the Knicks are playing at 7 o'clock on Saturday, and that's 10 o'clock my time in Italy or whatever it may be. I don't think that's right. So I need to be on front of the television at 10 o'clock to watch the next play. I just can't do that. And that's why from yesterday's talk, SK, that's why I haven't really been following sports, because it's hard to keep up. I know when I lived in Guam, I would have to get up at 9 in the morning to watch a evening game for basketball or whatever sport. I mean, something that would come on around 6. It was playing at 9 in the morning. So sometimes that's doable, So it was easy for me when I lived in Guam to keep track of the sports, because I know, okay, 9 o'clock. If it was a weekday, I know I would go to the gym and then come back 9 o'clock and watch the game. That was easy. That was doable. But here now, living in Italy, no, it's difficult. I think 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's see. Let's see if we can try and get an idea. So it is one. Okay, so it's one right now, or two. It's almost 2 o'clock. So six. So in about 4 hours, and then 4 hours here. It'll be about 10 o'clock. I guess it is still doable. But who knows? It's I just don't have time. I wanted to warn you. Also, there's a guy who got on a plane with a crown on calling people the N word, and now wearing a crown is a racist symbol. Instagram, so be careful. Oh well, I've been doing this way. The crown's been way before that, so and I think that if I was white, I think that it would probably be an issue. So thank you for the warning. I'm not ignoring your warning, but hopefully people would see and know, one, that I've been doing it before that. Two, that it will probably be a problem for any Instagrammers who are Caucasian, unfortunately. So hopefully no Caucasian Instagrammers will be hurt by the fact that there's one idiot, unfortunately. Yeah, go to our DMs. I sent you the video. Okay, yeah. Let's check this out. Thank you so much for being my assistant, so to speak. Let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna lower it because I don't want to get banned for using the N words or. Oh yeah. The Burger King guy. Yeah, you sent me that. Yes. Oh my God. I'm laughing because he's an idiot. But I think, and I'm hoping society will do this right away. And this is all over the world. Okay, let's not blame America for this, because when I talk to my friends in the UK, especially now that I'm close to the UK, I've met a few people in Italy who are English, and it's a problem there too. Color. There's a singer, performer. Let's see if I remember. Her name is. I'm not gonna butcher it up. I'm just gonna look her up real quick. God damn! I just saw something from her too. Anyway, I don't want to slow the show down trying to look her up, but she is a black woman from the UK, and she is she has spoke up and against racism. She goes into stores and people don't want to assist her because they think she doesn't have the money because she's black, and then they find out she told a story. I'll tell the story real quick. She told a story how she went into a store and the servers, or it was a clothing store. The servers would not help her. Would not help her. Finally, she got pissed and she walked out. Her dad was with her. Her dad always keeps. She's a singer. She's a famous singer in the UK, and her dad always keeps her album with her. And he went back into the store and he said to her, "I want you guys to know that you insulted my daughter. You would not help her when she was trying to buy clothes and she walked out. This is who she is." Good for him. And I believe he left the album, or the CD, I should say, it was a CD, on the counter and walked out. That lady walked right out saying, "We are so sorry, Miss Lewis. We are so sorry." I want to look her up. We are so sorry, Miss Lewis. We're willing to help you now. Thank God. There it is. Leona Lewis. Leona Lewis. Uh, she has 688,000 followers. Beautiful voice, beautiful person, and she was treated like that. So this happens all over. So to my point of this, I see your 6 questions, SK. Let me make my point real quick. The point in this is that all over the world, when someone uses the N word or uses the F word or uses the M word, if you don't know what the M word is, look it up, uses the M word or calls a Hispanic person a spick, those are hate. Those are hate words. Those words, Mr. H2O Flow, love that name. Welcome to the show. Those are names that cause people to get hurt. When these words are uttered, somebody dies, somebody gets hurt. Johnny Bravo, BX, another guy from New York. Hey, you're a Knicks fan, Johnny? Because the Knicks are in the playoffs. They lost the first game. I think it was 107-105. Heartbreaker. My bro, it's your boy Johnny. Oh, Johnny, hey. What's up, Johnny? Johnny Mutant, right? Johnny Mutant something? How you doing, Johnny? Good to see you. So let's get through some of these questions. Yes. Good. Oh, I can't seem to get your questions up. Oh, for some reason it's not allowing me. There we go. Okay. Boycott the NFL. Yes, thank you. But the Knicks are in the playoffs. They lost though, but hopefully they can bounce back tomorrow. I've never been much of a sports fan, to be honest. Okay. I feel you, because right now, living outside of the U.S., it's hard to be a fan of any sport, because I'm only a New York fan. Just, me and SK were talking about sports heavily yesterday, so I forgot to mention that. I'm only a New York fan, okay? I don't want to know how Boston's doing for sure. I don't want to know how San Diego's doing, unless I'm in San Diego and the Knicks are coming, the Yankees are coming there, and which I have done. I have went to Angel Stadium to see the Knicks play numerous times. So, but that's the only time that I care about other teams. I don't know. It showed the boycott like 50 times, and it's not allowing me to press in the next one. I'm trying to go to the next one, but it's not. But so we got copy strike. Is there anybody who knows any rules? Maybe can give me an advice as to why I'm being copy striked, or if anybody knows, can give me any advice. Anybody know what I'm doing wrong? Please let me know, because I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Because like I said, and I'll read it again for those following us, I use the Fair Use Act. Fair Use Act is a doctrine in the United States copy law that allows limited use of copyrighted material without requesting permission from the rights holders, such as commentary, criticism, news, reporting, research, teaching, or scholarship. So I'm kind of teaching you guys when I play a video of a kid getting into a fight and how to avoid yourself getting into those fights. That's teaching. So there's one. Definitely doing criticism. I'm doing criticism of the bully. I'm criticizing the bully, never criticizing the victim or the survivor, because it's not their fault. I'm definitely commentating. You guys know that. I'm giving you my opinion, my comments to the video that you're seeing, and I'm still getting copy strike. I don't understand it, But I'm definitely going to keep this Fair Use Act definition, so that next time when if they tell me I got copy strike, and I'm going to dispute it, and then turn around and put that in the comments that I'm using the Fair Use Act. So why are we even having this conversation? And it's just BS. Don't want to say it too loud just in case there's some kids. So Johnny, how are things in New York, bro? Is it warming up yet? So yeah. If any questions, Danielle? How are you, Danielle? How's everything with you? How's everything going? Are you being the best aunt that you can be? So I thought, Danielle, I thought that was really so funny, that picture you put up. I don't know if it was the other day or today, with your sister meeting your heartthrob, your favorite celebrity. What are the chances of that, huh? Well, I hope she got you a signature, because I tell you, if I would have met him, I would have said, I know a girl, Danielle, she loves you. You're her favorite. Can you please give me a signature? Sign something for me that says something for her. I definitely would have done that for you. So no, she didn't. She probably was so in awe, like, oh my God. I've never even heard of this guy. If it wasn't for you, I would have never heard this guy. I don't know who he is. I know he sings music, and that's about all I know of him. But yeah, I don't understand. So if there's anyone out there that can give me some advice, what am I doing wrong? Am I not stating that this show is a show where I'm going to give advice, or I'm going to commentate about certain things? I just don't get it. Let's see. My favorite celebrity is Jennifer Lopez. Oh, yes, she's amazing. Saw her in concert in 2019. I saw her husband in concert. I forget when. What year was that? 2001, probably. If I had to give a date, somewhere in the 2000s. He was at the MGM, so I went to see him. It was good. In fact, I've only been, in my entire life, I know this is sad, in my entire life I've been to 2 concerts, I think. 2 concerts? Yes, if my memory serves me right. 2 concerts. One was, I can't think of her husband's name now. Help me out, Johnny. What's her husband's name again? Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony and Destiny's Child. And I'm probably giving dates away because Destiny's Child has been broken up for a long time. So I saw Destiny's Child at, where is it? The Hard Rock Hotel. And if you ever saw a concert in the Hard Rock Hotel, it's a small venue. It was standing room only, no sitting. And it was awesome because they were like right there. I saw Boyz II Men. I don't know if that, I don't consider that a concert. Boyz II Men, if you guys know, they play in in Vegas. I don't consider that a concert, because to me, I consider concerts in a big venue with millions and millions of people, like Madison Square Garden. If you see something in Madison Square Garden, that's a concert. I didn't consider, that's why I forgot it. I don't consider this a concert because it was such a small venue. But nevertheless, that's why I went to see them. Let's see. Boyz II Men are great. Yes. Let's see. I've only been to 1 concert, and that was Jennifer. Oh, wow. Well, you got a whole life. Oh, and Danielle says she saw Justin Timberlake in 2019. Oh, wow. This is like pre-COVID, guys? Oh, you guys are saying 2019. So that was probably the last concert you saw before COVID hit? Because we were talking about, that's funny, we were talking about that later. What was, yesterday, what was the last movie you saw before COVID hit? Because I have not, tell you right now, I have not been to the movies since COVID. I could tell you that right now. Johnny says pre-COVID. Okay, so 19 was pre-COVID. Yeah. Um, yeah, I have not been to the movies. I have not been to a concert. I really don't, be honest, I really don't plan on going to a concert for a while. And it's a little bit of it is COVID, if you want to know, but most of it is I just don't like. To me, you can't enjoy yourself in a big, huge concert. I can't. I can't enjoy myself. It's too many people, and not that I'm afraid. Okay, so don't sit there and go, "Oh, you're afraid of too many." No, I'm not afraid of too many people. Sometimes I have to film events like that. But to be sitting and trying to enjoy music, nah. I rather have a nice small venue and more small personal venue. Oh, I went to see Elton John too, um, which was real good. But again, I don't consider that a small venue because if you ever been to a show in Vegas, it's very tiny. For those of you that live in New York, never been to Vegas, I would say it's like watching a play on Broadway. It's that small, and the guys performing. So, and I also went to see Celia Cruz. Not Celia Cruz. I went to see the play about her life, which the girl sounds just like Celia Cruz. I don't know, Johnny, if you like Celia Cruz. Let's see, Johnny. Okay, Danielle says he was playing at the T-Mobile. Yeah, and that's a huge. See, I wouldn't want to see anything at the T-Mobile. I'm sorry. Thank you for smashing that heart, guys. I appreciate the love. Whether you're watching this live or recorded, smash that heart. Go ahead, smash that heart. Don't be scared. Let's see. I just went back to the movies for the first time on Sunday. Oh wow, went to see Spiral. Oh wow, I love Saya. Such a legend. Yes, yes, such a legend. Such an amazing, amazing woman. An amazing story too. Let's see. SK says, "Will you ever have a live feed with hundreds of people?" I hope so. I hope someday we're there where there's so many questions. It'll just be basically answering questions. I won't have to make a subject probably. I could just get on and people will start. When we first started, I don't know what happened, but when we first started doing the show, then, and for those of you that don't know, this is why we started doing this show. I went on Chris. I'll never forget. It was on Christmas Eve. Uh, I would say 2018, maybe 17. I was in Thailand and I went on live just to say, to everyone, life's gonna. If you're being bullied, life's gonna get better. Don't worry, and have a Merry Christmas. That's all I wanted to do. I ended up staying on for an hour, and how I remember it was an hour is because at that time Instagram used to tell me, "Okay, that's it, Rich. Your show is done. You've been on for an hour. Time to get off." So I know it was for an hour just answering back to back questions of how to deal with bullying. I don't know if I've helped everyone. I like to think I've helped everyone. That's why I come on and I don't get bombarded with a bunch of questions like before. It was never 100 people, but one person would ask a question and I would answer, and then someone else would come in and piggyback off that question and ask another question, or someone would tell me as soon as you're done answering that one, I want to ask a question, and I was like, sure, no problem. Gavin, hey buddy, thank you for joining the show. Gavin's on the house, everybody. So thank you, SK. That's a very cool question. But yes, it's not up to me, to be honest. It's up to you guys whether this show will ever be a situation where we have hundreds of people coming on and asking me questions, and I spend an hour answering questions. It's up to you guys. So if you want to see it like that, thank you. All you have to do is share our products. You like a video that we did, share it with your friends, share it on your Facebook, share it on your Instagram, share it on Twitter if that's what you're into. Share it on. There's so many of them. Tumblr, right? Tumblr. We have a Tumblr account, and we only have it through our Instagram. So when we post something on Instagram, it also goes in Tumblr. But I've never been on it. Someone just created that for us. But thank you. Let's see what other questions we have here. We're having trouble loading this live video. Please try again. Really? Oh wow. You're getting that message? Let's see. Johnny says if you've ever made a show on LGBT community, I want to be on. Oh, let's talk. I'm going to DM you then. Yes, I have done shows about the LGBTQ community. Please forgive me that didn't come out right. I hope no one got offended. But yeah, I would love to have you on and hear your story about bullying because I know I have friends also in the LGBTQ community, and it's a shame what's happening to them, you know. But it's been like that a very long time. You know, it's been like that a very long time. I have friends who would carry mace and with them when they walk through the streets in New York because we have a bunch of cowardly people out there. And I think every race has been through that where a car stops all of a sudden and for me it's always been four white guys jump out of the car and you're against one person or two people. A truckload of people come out of a car. Bullies are cowards, man, and it's a shame. And then, well, I said earlier, what I said earlier to you guys. Let's see. I just saw this, Danielle. Thank you. I'll answer your question in a minute. What I said earlier, I don't know if you heard, Johnny, but if you say the N word, okay, if you say the F word, we all know what that is. If you don't know what these are, just look up what is F word. If you say the M word, if you say the S word, which is a derogatory term, it's SPIC, it's a derogatory term for Hispanics, you should be in serious trouble. If you said it on a plane, that's where SK showed sent me a video where a guy said the N word in a plane using a crown. So he was afraid that the crown might be something negative now. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. If you say these words, you should be taken off the plane and then never allowed to fly that plane again. If you live in a city like Boston, because this, hopefully, I read that this happened, but I wasn't too sure, where a bunch of white sports spectators said the N word to a basketball player. I forget the basketball player's name, and they were taken out of the Garden, the Boston Garden, and they were banned for the rest of their life from the Garden. That's what needs to happen. These are the things that we need to do. You drive up in a car with your buddies and you see a person from the LGBTQ community, and you get out of the car and even if you harass them, even if you don't lay your hands on them, you harass them, it's caught on video or whatever, you should be taken to jail, and that should be a felony. So now you are now a felon. But you know why they don't do that? Because then they'll have a lot of white felons. That's why they don't do that. Let me see if I can bring up some information up here, guys. Give me a second. Hopefully I can bring this up. Is it this one? I might have this backwards, but here we're gonna. So, according to this, I saved this. No, I picked up the wrong one. Let me pick up this one. Let me do this one first, guys, because then it won't make sense. Okay, so according to this, the orange is the blacks in America, and the green is whites in America. So more white people are drug users, okay? More white people are drug users than blacks. And it's even when it comes to selling drugs, okay? It's even. But when it comes to incarceration, look at the purple. The purple is African American, and the blue is whites. There are more people of color, Hispanics. They say black there, but that is, it's really, for me, it's it's anyone that's non-white. That's the way I see it. They're put more in jail. They for more offenses, and people just keep saying that it's not true, and they keep thinking other things. And you know what? You don't want to see reality. Some people just don't want to see reality in the world. People just want to blame. Oh, it's the gay person's fault. If you didn't act like that, that would have not happened to you. That's the most ridiculous thing to say. But it's said all the time by bullies. So Danielle has a question. How are you doing? I am doing good, doing very good. Thank you. I've just been very busy. Um, the school year is about to end, so I got a lot of videos that I have to finish, and have to finish before the year ends. So definitely want to do that. Uh, Thank you, Tyrone. I'm not doing any live requests right now, especially I'm about to end this video. So thank you so much for requests. Get with me and we'll try to do a show live together. But right now, I'm not doing any lives. I'm very busy. I have to actually, my computer's right here. That's why I keep looking that way. I actually have to get back on and start finishing these videos for the U.S. Army, which is what I'm doing currently right now, as well as other projects for myself. So thank you for the request, but unfortunately, I'm real busy right now, and I can't do it. And wait till you see Bo. Yes, I can't wait to see him. I also have a nephew out in Vegas that I can't wait to see as well. It keeps kicking me. I keep getting kicked. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know why. You know what I do when I get kicked out a lot? I turn. If you're on your cell phone, I turn off the wireless. Oh, the Wi-Fi. I mean wireless. The Wi-Fi, and go straight from if you have unlimited data. Don't do that if you don't have unlimited data, please, because you'll spend a lot of money. But I'm doing well, Danielle. Thank you so much for asking. You guys have been asking a lot of questions, getting to know me. I really appreciate that. We have a few, so we're gonna definitely do a show real quickly about all that, about the questions that you guys have been asking about me, like what's my favorite food and blah 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 blah, things like that. So definitely, but if anybody knows why I keep getting copy striked, please leave it in the comments below, and I will read it. Grubhub makes your peers go wild. I don't know what that means, Tyrone. Sorry, not that I just don't get it. I know Grubhub is an app that you can get food. Is that Buffalo? Is it Buffalo Wild Wings? I don't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, we'll be definitely hitting up some more questions that you guys have asked, and we're gonna put it in a nice way to present it to you guys, because presentation's everything, and we'll create a show about it so you guys can know what my likes and dislikes are. But please, more importantly, guys, I want to know yours. All right, what's your favorite go-to food and all that kind of stuff? You can go back to our old shows and check them out, and then put in the comments what your answers would be. That would be great, and I definitely, me or somebody will read it. Most likely me, whenever I have time. All right. So that's going to do it for us on this episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. I want to thank SK for coming on. I want to thank GV Hottie 2003 for coming on, Tyrone, Gavin for coming on, Johnny Bravo. I'm so glad to see you. I hope everything's good with your family, Johnny. And who else do we have? And it seems to be it. Oh, Mr. H2O Flow, who used to be ex Mutant and Hood Rich ex Boy. Thank you so much for coming on, guys. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you guys have um, any comments, put them in the comments section so everyone could enjoy them as well, and kind of get acclimated to writing on the comments so they could start questions and people and speaking more about the issues. You know, so I think that would be the best thing for everyone to do. That way it starts a dialogue and more people can know. Because I recently talked to a girl. I know I said I was going to sign off, and now I know I'm not. I recently talked to a girl who had some body issue problems. There are some people who are beautiful people. They're nice and thin, and they think they're either too thin or they're too fat when they're really not. So that's a body issue, dysphoria, and what helped her with this problem was her knowing other people had the same problem. So it's so important. I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, he wants us to share his videos because then he makes more money. I don't make money from this, guys. This is all volunteer for the Bully Exposed. So I make no money from this, okay? No, I'm asking you to share the videos so that a person who might be being bullied, who thinks they're alone, that they're the only person in the world being bullied, can see, oh wow, this kid got bullied, and this girl got bullied, and this old man got bullied at work, and this and that, and see that that person's not alone. Because once you start to see that you're not the only person with this issue, you start to look at things a different way. Because I can tell you right now, it's really funny. Yeah, I saw that question. I'll answer it in a moment. I won't disconnect. I had a situation with my son, right? Hey, Dr. V's in the house. Awesome. How you doing, Dr. V? So, please tell everyone about your new website where they can get information about what you're doing, and congratulations on the new website. Please tell everyone, share that with everyone. So I was having and maybe you can, Dr. V, you can help me with this issue with my son. So my son, since we moved to Vegas, has really not hung out with any of the Italian kids here. And there's even kids, American kids here, whose parents work on the base here, and he still hasn't met anyone. And when I told him, how come you don't go out and meet kids, or tell those kids, hey, can we hang out sometime? Or, this was when we had clearance to hang out. Now, believe me, before you DM me, we followed all COVID laws. We're talking about when Italy said, okay, it's okay to go out in groups of 2 or whatever. This is what me and my son were talking about. And he would tell me, oh, no, I don't want to go and talk to them. What if they don't want to talk to me? Salam, thank you for joining the show. Because what if they don't want to talk to me? What if they don't want to hang out with me? And then we talked to the parents, and they told their kids the same thing. And guess what? Their kids said the same thing. What if they don't want to hang out with, what if he doesn't want to hang out with me? So here, a bunch of kids, I think there's 5 of them, one is not telling the other, hey, let's go hang out. Hey, let's go hang out. No, they're not telling each other that. Why? Because they're afraid of being let down by the other person. And you can't be afraid of that. I know sometimes we put ourselves out there. We might ask out a guy or a girl, and the girl tells us no. But you know what? You just move on. You just move on to the next person. That's all. You don't let that bother you. You just move on. That person didn't like you, the next person may. And if the next person doesn't, you keep moving on to the next person. What do you feel about that, Dr. V, if you're still on? Hopefully she is. Let's see. Hello there. I may have to leave riding and doing errands. Okay, I thought I'd stop in. Oh, she probably didn't hear my question then to her. Well, hopefully she did and she'll write something. Let's see. Gavin says, my mom lives in Modesto, California. She lives in our house. And she doesn't live in Vegas. We live in my family. Oh, Gavin, you shouldn't put your address up. I'm going to. Oh, I can't get rid of that, Gavin. Maybe you can get rid of it, Gavin. I can't. If I get rid of it, then I'm gonna block you, and I don't want to block you. But you should don't please don't put your address, guys, of where you live. Yes, Dr. V says yes. Speak up and do not be afraid to talk or ask, and keep on moving. That's right. You know, I can remember. I'll tell you a quick story, guys. I can remember when I was a kid, and I was young. You know, you're young. You don't really know. And I really liked this girl, and I asked her out, and she turned me down, like in front of everybody. Like, I would never date you. Are you kidding me? Type of thing in front of everyone. You know, or I would never go out with you. I forget. You know, we were kids long ago. And then, as a grown up, I met her in a bar, and we started talking, and she never apologized for that, but she told me, you know what, the truth was, I really liked you. And when I asked her out, I guess it was a shock to her that I felt the same way, and the only way she could react was by putting me down. So you can't, you know, when I could have made that be the center of my life, right, and just made my whole life crumble right there. But I just said, oh, okay, you don't like me, you know, more for someone else. You know, that's the way I look at it. And that's the way you have to understand. We can't always take things super, super, super personal. I know that's weird, right? But Rich, you asked a girl out. She said no, she would never date you. How can you not take that personal? You're right. But we can't. And maybe Dr. V, if she's still on, can explain why we can't take that personal. But we can't. It's weird, but we can't. You know. Yeah, there was a bully, as Kay says. You shouldn't have put that. Yeah. I blocked him, so I blocked the bully. You know, SK, you said when there's 100 people. When there's 100 people, that's going to be the problem too. That a few of them are going to just be guys like this guy who just want to come in and curse. But nothing we can do about that. That's the way I look at it. When we find out they're there, we block them and we just move on. We don't give them any platform to be more of an idiot. Though that's the way I look at it. But definitely have to end this show now. Yeah, I think that was the name. Yeah, but oh well, you know, we just don't pay any attention to them, and he'll go away. Maybe he'll feel good now that because we mentioned his name on here, but you just keep on going. And Hood Rich is in the house. Awesome. You still making music, my man? So let me know. That's what they want, attention. Yeah, that's exactly what they want, you know. So sometimes, like I said, to end this, I'm going to say sometimes people make fun of us. People put us down. People might even bully us. But it's not because they don't like us. It's not because we're not great. It's because we are that great. And they wish they were us. And the only way to handle that or to take, you know, only way to deal with that emotion is through being mean or saying something like that girl said to me. But we saw each other in a bar, and she You know, she didn't apologize, like I said, but she said that it was because she liked me and she didn't know how to handle me actually asking her out. So, and that's weird because that's something that guys mostly do. That's not something that girls usually do. A guy will pull a girl's hair, a guy would push a girl, when he likes her, because boys are not allowed to show the emotion of love. They're only allowed to show anger. So because of that, when they like somebody, the only way to show that you like them is by pushing and being tough, because that's what guys are supposed to be all the time, but that's not true. I'm here to tell you guys that. And you ladies too. You ladies don't have to be mean. When you like a guy, say, wow, let's go out and see where it leads us. That's my advice to you guys. At least you didn't let the bully come on the live with you. Yeah, that's, even though it would have not worked, he would have came on, said a few things, and it would have, I would have disconnected him. I don't think I'm gonna do live just off the cuff like that. I think I'm gonna start doing situations where I have to talk to people online, because that did happen once. Somebody came on and was just being a jerk, and so I don't want to give that kind of guy the platform. So yeah, I guess it's a good idea that I didn't have the time to do a live. But yeah, SK, thank you so much. I am gonna try to do another show. I'll keep you posted. I should maybe create a generic graphic that says I'm about to go on in an hour for those days, because I'm so busy right now. I just don't know when I'll be able to get on. So maybe I should create a graphic that says I'll be on in 1 hour, or I'll be on in 30 minutes, so that you guys can see it and then you guys can come on. Because the show is great because I always pick a topic, but the show is even better when guys like you, SK, come on and talk with me. So that's going to do it for us here on Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. Live Feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher for all your digital resources. Check out travelingtechteacher.com. Also brought to you by thebullyexposed.com. You can go to represent.com/store/the bully exposed and check out the awesome t-shirts that we have there. SK, I have a Yankee t-shirt up there. I'm not asking you to buy it, okay? I'm just saying, can you go check it out and tell me if you like it? So go to represent.com, SK, everyone. Go to represent.com/store. I'm not asking you to buy it. I'm just asking, tell me what you think. I did the artwork. Go to represent.com/store/the bully exposed and just look through and you'll see a Yankee. It doesn't have the Yankee symbol, so don't look for the Yankee symbol because that's copyright and we can't do that. But it has information about the Yankees and the address where they play and what train. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't have what train. And stuff like that. Please go check it out. Tell me what you think. That's all I want to know. And if you buy it, thank you very much. All the proceeds, okay? You can buy it knowing that all the proceeds will go to thebullyexposed.com. None of it goes to me, guys, okay? I'm going to stress that again. I don't get paid for being up here every day. That's why it's very hard for me to come on when I'm busy. When I'm not busy, it's easy. But when I'm busy, it's kind of hard. So anyone can wear the crown. Anyone can be a hero. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you, SK, for coming on, and everyone else that came on. Thank you so much. Be kind to one another and have a great day. Bye.